You want to know how Fantasmic Dining Packages work? I can help with that. There are 4 dining packages that get you a reserved spot for Fantasmic, and honestly, if you ask me, if your heart's set on seeing Fantasmic, you gotta get a dining package. So standby viewing just isn't. I'm just gonna be honest with you, it's not great. Fantasmic is one of Disneyland's most classic nighttime spectaculars, but it's got one little problem. The viewing area for it is pretty small. So if you want to get a good view of this nighttime show, your best bet is to purchase a dining package. We'd actually call this the most worth it dining package on Disneyland Resort property, and there are 4 different options to choose from. So we're going to run through all of those today. We're going to talk about how the dining packages work and everything you need to know to do a Fantasmic dining package at Disneyland. So let's start with this. How do you book one? You can book a Fantasmic dining package on the Disneyland website or in the Disneyland app. I think the easiest way to get there is to open your Disneyland app, use that search bar function and search for Fantasmic Dining. It'll pop right up. The same page that pops up and gives you info on the dining packages is the same page where you'll make your reservation. Those reservations open up 60 days in advance, and they do often book up pretty quickly. So if you've got your heart set on this one, do it ahead of time. There are 3 locations that offer a standard Fantasmic dining package: Cafe Orleans, Rancho del Zocalo, and Riverbell Terrace. Now, Riverbell Terrace also offers a premium Fantasmic dining package. What's different? In the standard dining packages, you're going to be seated right down along the water, but on the ground. The premium dining package, you get to sit at the tables on the Riverbell Terrace patio and watch the show from there. At Cafe Orleans and Riverbell Terrace, it's pretty simple. You make your reservation, you show up and check in, your server takes care of the rest. It's pretty easy. At Rancho del Zocalo, you do a little bit more of the legwork, which is why we're here today. I'm going to show you how the Fantasmic dining package works at Rancho del Zocalo. The reason why this one works a little differently is because Rancho del Zocalo is a cafeteria-style restaurant. So the whole thing is just different. When you show up for your reservation time, you're going to be looking for this little table here on the left to check in for Fantasmic Dining. There's a big sign, you can't miss it. When you check in by name, they're going to hand you a menu and this little pass voucher laminated ticket thing. It's a very fancy system. After you get your stuff, you're going to head right on into the entrance of Rancho del Zocalo. Now this is where things get a little bit tricky. You're not going to grab a tray like everyone else is, and depending on the time of year, you may be directed to head over to the left. See where this empty station is? Sometimes they have a specific Fantasmic station and you just go straight there. But other times of the year, you just hop in line with everybody else. You order off of the menu that they gave you at the front, not the menu here at the station. And the cast member will make you a specific meal for Fantasmic. They'll hand you a tray and you'll keep your little voucher ticket for now. When you head over to the cashier, that's when you pass off your little laminated ticket. They're going to hand you the actual voucher that gets you into the reserved viewing area for later that night. This is your magic ticket into the viewing area tonight. You cannot lose this, so this is important. And then it's time to eat. I got the tacos. No surprises here. I've had tacos plenty of time from Rancho del Zocalo. They're great. The salsa verde that is on them, the tomatillo salsa, 10 out of 10. Love these. Here's the part where people sometimes get confused with Fantasmic dining packages. Once you eat, you don't have to go right over to the reserved viewing area. In fact, that wouldn't make sense half the time. I'm eating dinner right now at 6:30. I've got it for the show at 10:30. That's not how that works. You eat, hold on to your voucher, you show up later. It even comes with dessert. They recently changed the menu for the Fantasmic packages at Rancho del Zocalo, and I am not sad about it. I much prefer this. Step 1 is handled. I ate the food, I got the voucher. Let's fast forward. And I'm back. Now that it's a few minutes before showtime, I'm going to take my voucher and go check in. So we are headed to Harbor Galley. That's where you check in for the Fantasmic dining packages, the standard ones anyway. Let me show you where to go. Over across from Haunted Mansion is where you'll find the Harbor Galley restaurant, and that's where you're going to check in for Fantasmic dining packages. Hi there.
Perfect.
Zocalo.
Okay, perfect. You're gonna stick to your left and then join that group up ahead. They'll guide you to your seat.
Perfect, thank you. All 3 of the standard dining packages sit more or less in the same spot, although they do have their own sections.
Thank you. Hello.
Hi there. You'll turn in your little voucher, and then you can sit anywhere in this reserved viewing area. Now, it's important to note that all 3 standard Fantasmic dining packages sit here along the water, so the view is honestly basically the same, which is why Rancho del Zocalo is our favorite Fantasmic dining package. It's the lowest price point, but you're pretty much getting the same view as the more expensive ones. Very important to note, They require everyone to remain seated for the entirety of the show. This is great as far as the view goes because it really doesn't matter if you're at the very front of the area or the back. It's kind of sloped upwards, so wherever you are, it's a great view. If you need to remain standing for a medical reason, or say you're in a chair or in TV, they'll put you at the back of the section. But if remaining seated on the ground for this show is going to be an issue for you, you may want to consider the premium package instead. These Fantasmic dining packages are the very best way to see Fantasmic. The standby viewing areas are kind of limited, they fill up quickly, and honestly, they're just not a really good view. So if you've got your heart set on seeing Fantasmic on your next Disneyland visit, dining packages are definitely the way to go, and we think one of the most worthy splurges you can do at Disneyland. If you've got questions about Fantasmic dining packages, leave them down there in the comments for us, and don't forget to hit subscribe so that you can learn to do Disneyland like a local.